You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. Boom, 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 wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. It's Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. That's Marcus.
What's up?
That's Jessica.
It's me.
I'm Kel.
What up?
So, Jess is gonna love this, Marcus. You ready for this?
Oh,
Let's
God,
do
I
it.
don't have time for
Let's
any
do
of
it.
it.
Let's get her fired up. You know, that's like my life's work is to get your wife fired up because it's entertaining as fuck.
You know.
All right, here we go.
I'm
So-
wired for
so
firing.
This woman, have you heard of Hope with Holly? This lady, Hope with Holly. I think she's like
No.
she's like a doctor,
Sounds familiar,
marriage
though.
person or whatever. She's not a grifter though. Like she's legit, right? So she's not just one of these people that just be talking. Check out this clip real quick.
These are 8 things that women might want in a man and the trade-off that you're going to get that you got to accept. Number 1, I want a successful, rich provider man. But then you have to be prepared to accept that he's going to work a lot, have less emotional bandwidth for you, and his work is probably going to come first. So if you want security, you're not going to get constant availability. Number 2, I want a very ambitious, driven man. But then you have to accept that his identity is probably tied to his achievements. He's probably restless and always dissatisfied. And he's not very interested in his emotional processing. Number 3, I want a confident, assertive, masculine leader. Then you're going to have to accept he's going to have a lot of strong opinions, blunt communication, not very emotionally intelligent, and resistant to being managed or corrected.
Okay, so this clip was she's listing off things women want in men, the trade-off they must accept. So there's 8 things that she lists off. I'm going to read these to you guys one by one. Here we go. Here's the first one. She goes, "You do not get to custom order a man without accepting the trade-offs. Every quality you ask for comes with a cost. That doesn't make you too much. It makes you responsible for your expectations." So the first one, she goes, "If you want a financially successful man, accept long hours and stress." Do we agree with that? Or do we disagree with that?
I agree with a portion of that.
I'm like,
Yeah,
depends.
depends, but you in most situations you have to put the time in, and you have to build. You have to check and recheck and be
For long hours and stress.
be
Okay.
just a person that has his hand. It doesn't have to be in everything, but it depends on what phase you're talking about. But I agree with a portion of that. Yeah.
So, and if you want to be with what kind of man? What'd she say?
A financially
stable.
successful man, accept long hours and stress, meaning like he's going to be stressed out a bit and he's going to be working a lot.
Okay.
Only a portion of that. though,
Whatever
because,
financial success means. But okay. I guess that's
Shit on
news
it,
that
Jess.
people need to know.
Shit on it, Jess.
Yeah, no,
Shit
it
on it,
depends.
Jess.
No, it's just
It
like
depends at what level and where they're at on their journey to financial success.
Right.
Right.
And
If you already got it, you've already built it, and you're already a billionaire, and then you meet somebody, that's a different
so that's
situation. No.
Okay, I'm like, so we're
just-
talking about billionaires here. If you want a billionaire, you have to be prepared for long hours.
Call it what you want. It could be a guy that has $100 in his pocket. If that's what the woman is looking for, and she wants the man to continue earning that, there's a part of him that's going to have to do something in order to get that. Is what I'm getting from it.
And so what we're saying is women don't understand that when it's happening.
But she's not saying anything. All
Okay,
Kel
all right.
asked is, do you agree with a part of the long hours and the potential stress that could come with that? And I said, I agree with a portion of that. I don't agree with the whole thing, but I think there is a portion of that could be a truth. It doesn't have to be my truth, but
Right. I mean, I think that's a part of like building anything. I think that's a natural thing. So I don't know.
But there's some women, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Kel, that may be like, okay, I want my cake and eat it too. I want you here at the house 100% of the time, but I still want this type of situation. I want you to be able to earn the money and all that.
You can't have it both ways.
And that's what she's saying, Kel, right?
Yes. Now, here's the next one.
But
If you want an ambitious man, accept periods of tunnel vision. So,
so what does that mean? Because he has
so that means
ambitions.
some
You
so some
prepared for him
guys
to.
he's ambitious. He has a goal he wants to reach. So he's in tunnel vision. So he's locked in. So there's going to be times where you want to maybe knock on the door at his office and be like, "Hey, honey, do you want to go to lunch? Do you want to go to dinner? I cannot talk right now. I can't deal with you right now because I'm locked in because I am focused on something.
Oh, so
Because
this just
I'm
applies to
trying.
men. Okay, only men go through this. All right, go ahead.
That's what. See, here comes literal Lisa. No, Jess. This
Literal
It is
Lisa.
literal, Lisa. I am.
you
This is
I
the
am
setup,
literal.
though.
I'm pretty fucking literal.
This is the setup. It's a woman therapist or
yeah.
for women.
podcaster or whatever she is, and she's saying from the women's point of view.
She's trying to help
and-
women.
Right. And this is
She's
just
trying to
this
help-
setup. It's not saying that it's men only that are going through
Okay,
this.
okay.
Even though it's easy and it's
I'm
basic
like,
to set it up like this,
so
right?
this is so foreign to these women. Like they don't know the like. Okay, I get it.
It is.
Okay,
It's
could
a
Some
be.
bit
women
basic,
don't.
yes.
Some
So,
women,
okay.
some
That's
women
true.
really don't.
But
Okay,
it's a
so
bit
she
basic.
understands. But my point is, this is okay. I get it. Okay. Nope. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, here we go. The next one is if you want a confident, masculine leader, accept strong opinions and directness. Here we go. Let's go, Jess. Yeah,
I
saw
mean,
that
hell,
face.
this is the most basic shit that I have ever heard. Like, okay, and
Right.
okay, like, what is that? What? How do you get over that? How do you accept it? What are the steps? Like, what do you like? Get out of here with these blanket statements. Okay, next.
And I would say about this one though that I guess it may be for all these, right? Especially if we're of a higher understanding,
Are we?
right? No, I'm
Clearly,
saying,
the way she's putting it down, we're not.
well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people ain't, right? So that's why she is pretty popular, right, Kale? Ain't she one of the top chicks or
Yeah,
whatever
I
that's
mean,
doing this
all
thing?
of the
So-
comments, all
And
the,
it's
com-
basic.
the
I
comments.
wish
And we
I
just
would
talked about
get
this.
on there
we
and
just
be
talked
like,
about
if you
how
want to
basic
catch a
people
man,
are.
you have to accept his tunnel vision. What?
Right?
Yeah, because here's the thing, Jess. Jess, what you got to understand is
I don't know why
that
it's funny.
we've had this discussion on this show
I
many
know.
times about women and their checklist, right? We've talked about this, about I need a man that does this, that makes this, that does that, that does
Right.
that does that, right? That goes back to like, have you heard of the 4 burner theory that's been going around? It's this really cool theory about 4 burners on a stove, right?
Okay.
Okay. 1 is family, 1 is work, 1 is friends, and 1 is health. Okay. Now, you don't have enough gas, meaning there ain't enough, you don't have enough energy as a person, and there's not enough hours in the day
Mm-hmm.
to keep all 4 of those burners burning.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So you have to figure out which one you want to extinguish, right? They use this example. Jeff Bezos, he has a lot of money. He's
Mhm.
super jacked. He's in fit. He's healthy, but the dude's divorced.
Is he swole?
Right?
I didn't know that.
Well, he's remarried, but
We don't
he got divorced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have Mark Zuckerberg, who's very smart, very rich,
He's
decent
married.
health, married, but has no friends. Okay.
Right.
Then you have guys like Elon Musk, who's rich, okay, who has a family, has a gang of fucking kids, okay, has a decent amount of like rich friends, but he's not healthy. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you kind of have to pick in life, like, all right, what are you willing to sacrifice, right? And
Or
the
it
thing
picks
is,
for
my
you.
point is,
Or it picks for you.
right, or it picks for you, right? The problem is that some women, when it comes back to this, don't see that because they want all the things. You see what I'm saying?
So this
like,
woman
that's why
getting on
this
here
woman
and
is
saying this is enlightening.
To some.
but it's
yeah.
to
Okay.
some
I just
because
wanted to
you
make
got
sure.
women.
When you
'Cause
say
you- 'cause
something
you have
very
wom-
basic, like you've got to accept his tunnel vision if you want an ambitious man. So a woman goes, note taken, changed. Get out of here.
No,
That
it's not
is
that.
the-
No.
So she's just talking to talk.
No, it's
That's
the
to
fact
sell
that
us a concept. a concept.
Yeah,
She wants
it's the
women to get to understand.
yes, because some
right?
because some women don't fucking get it. They don't. Like, as much as I get it, Jess, you get it. Most women aren't you, and they don't get it. That's the part. The thing is that if women got it, you wouldn't get posts like this that have 5,000 comments
She wouldn't be
of
popular,
women saying
right.
it wouldn't be popular. Okay, if there clearly wasn't a fucking need for this, because you have 5,000 comments of women sitting there saying, damn, I never damn, I never thought about it this way. Damn, I never da. Because it's not that they didn't understand or didn't know. It's the fact that they probably hear the shit from another fucking woman, because when their man tried to tell it to them, I'm not hearing that shit. So they probably needed to hear it from another fucking woman. That's why you got a post like this that's so fucking popular. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got basic women out here that don't get it.
Okay.
They don't.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Can we go to? God damn it, Jessica. All right, here's the next one, man. She's gonna love this one, Marcus. You ready for this?
Yeah.
If you want a man who takes charge, accept less control over how things are done.
Again. I'm sorry. These
Go,
are
Jess,
so fucking basic. It's so, what she's saying is so not helpful. I'm sorry, because you can say all you want, but what does that mean for the woman to do? How is she supposed to act? How is she supposed to be? How does she rectify that?
Give us some
just
insight.
By her saying, well, if you want a man like that, okay, you can speak though. You can say any of that shit.
Give us some insight.
And these
Jess.
people on here, thank you so much. You're so wise. They're not absorbing that shit. They're about to turn the fuck around and get mad tomorrow.
Why do you think they keep coming back, man?
My point is,
I know
you have to.
You do. I want to hear some insight, though. And maybe somebody that's listening to the show be like, okay, I went to the basics, but I want to hear something real, right? On what that
enlighten
really
us,
look
please.
Like. Right. Enlighten us about what?
About like the last question, just like
being. What was the last one? I keep thinking of the tunnel vision.
The last one says, if you want a man who takes charge, accept less control over how things are done.
If you want a man that takes charge.
Some women want that.
You know, it all belongs. So I guess ladies, if you want a man that takes charge because they have to take charge for some reason. What did she say?
You have to be willing to give up the control.
You have to be willing to
accept less control over how things are done.
I'm asking you, like, if you were this lady or you were in this position and a woman...
But she just said that, and what does that mean? In what situation? What circumstances? What are you talking about? Where do you need to give up control? Where does he need to be the controller? I'm so confused.
That's all part of it. Maybe that's a part of your answer. I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. So stop with all these statements.
She can't, and she won't, because people are still coming to her, and people are going to continue to do it.
But I get it. I get everything belongs. I get what she's saying.
And it's
don't get that one, though.
And maybe it's a process. This is at the bottom level, or like the basic. This is 101, right? But to really get to understanding yourself, and maybe you don't...
If you want a man to take control...
Why do you want a man to take control, or what do you need, or like?
Right. I need more. She's got to give me more, Kel.
Maybe because
I wanted you to give me more, but you're obviously not going to do it. So let's go to the next one.
Because there's so many different scenarios. So it's like,
all right.
Maybe because there's situations where some women are like, damn. I usually make a lot of the decisions. I don't want to make more. I don't want to make all the decisions. I want this man to lead. So
I want some relief. I want some help.
Right?
I want
some relief. I want some help.
I want to do things.
So you know what? Maybe So maybe I should.
So then, what does that mean to let go of control?
So maybe then I'm gonna back off some things and let him do it. I'm gonna let him plan the trip. I'm gonna let him do this or whatever.
Is that what she was meaning? This sounds again like men empowerment from
It's not, but it's the fact that like these women, a lot of women want to sit here. They act like, well, I don't understand my man. He won't do this, or he acts like that, or he won't da 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 da. And this woman is giving you the basic elementary school fucking version of it to make it make sense to the stupidest person.
To start.
That's it.
Okay.
Or you don't even have to be stupid. You don't have the experience, or you don't know, or you don't have the self love or worth to really understand or whatever. And like it's coming from a place of trying to do better is what it is, right? But is what I hear from the women going to this lady.
Would you like me to read the next one, guys?
Yes,
I don't know.
Would. Yes, please.
All right, here we go. All right. If you want a high libido man, accept that sex matters deeply to him.
Hey, go ahead and walk out the room. Just
go ahead, Jess. Go ahead.
Jess, what you got for us?
Again, this is disturbing. These narratives that she's putting out is disturbing. You've got to accept that he has a high. What the fuck does that mean?
It's not accept. She said these women want these attributes out of a man. So she's kind of trying to say, okay, if you want that, is this what you're looking for when you're out and about, or this is how you see yourself, this is the type of man you want, these are the steps you need to take in order.
These are some things you have to accept. These are things you're going to have to accept.
Again, you're proving my point. So he has a high libido, so you need to look out for that. And
she wants
a man with a high libido.
Yes.
But then
it's actually women empowerment of what they want and how they can attain that.
So she's saying, okay, let me get this right. So this woman is like, you want a man with a high libido. But if you want a man with a high libido.
That's what she said, Kel? I guess if you want a man with a high libido?
She said that if you want a man with high libido, you have to accept the fact that sex matters deeply to him, which clearly makes sense. He has a high libido. The man likes to fuck. So sex and physical touch is probably his love language.
If she has, then she knows that. If she wants a man with a high libido, she has a high libido. Sex means a lot to both of them. So what I'm saying is, what the fuck is she saying?
Not necessarily.
What I'm getting
there's some
from
men
it
that want to. Go ahead, Marcus.
Is okay. You want a man with a high libido,
but you don't want a man with a high libido.
Yeah, but you don't. Okay. Having your cake and eating it too, like in every question. I want this, but I don't want to have to do this on the other side of it. Right?
I want a man with a high libido.
I want a man with a lot of money that owns a bunch of businesses, but I want him home every single day. That may not work. So she wants a man with a high libido, wants to have sex all the time, but okay, I don't really want to be touched, but I want to have sex. I don't know, right?
Yeah, you don't know.
But it's having your cake and eating it too is what this is saying.
What are you saying? Okay.
You don't know because you acting like you don't understand a woman saying, I want a man to do this, and what it takes to do this, I don't want him to do that, but I still want to achieve that anyway. So having
it takes another person. Yes. You're missing what she is saying.
I'm not missing that.
You're trying to spin it to say, no. This is what it means. It's because it's empowering. How is that empowering a woman? You want a man with a high sex libido, but she's not saying what the woman doesn't want, but then saying, but you need to honor that he's going to want to have sex a lot.
You're going away from the game. You're not like you're not even playing into the situation.
I can't.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to listen to what's going on, right? There's a question being asked and you're changing the question.
You kind of are, fam. You kind of are, fam.
So I'm trying to be
maybe I truly just don't get it. Maybe I don't understand what you guys are saying.
No, and
You're saying a woman is saying she wants a man with a high libido, but then what are you saying on the flip side? But that she's saying she doesn't want to have sex? So then here comes the savior?
No. She's saying that he has a high libido, which means he has a high sex drive. So she's saying that you have to accept the fact that sex matters deeply to him. You may want to have sex twice a week. He might want to have it 4 times a week. Okay. So then there might need to be a discussion of, well, where can we meet in the middle? Because I know you value this, right? And I need to accept that. But I have enough
Did she
energy
say
for
that?
this. So let's
Well,
meet
she
in the middle.
said
I'm
that I
giving you an
wanted this
I'm
type of
giving you
man. I wanted a man that always wants sex. I want a sexual man. Is what the game is saying. Is what the
Is what the woman wants.
yes.
And so then I'm just trying to really understand. And so then the woman that wrote the article is telling the woman, you want a man with a high libido.
You want to sign up for
So
that?
you need
you
to
gotta
know
be ready.
that sex means a lot to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. You got to be able to bring it down. Yes, it's basic. Yeah, like there's a lot more that goes into that. There's like, it could do a whole show on that.
2 + 2 = 4.
We're just playing the game right now.
I'm not playing a game.
All right.
2 + 2
here's the
=
next
4.
one. Here's the next one.
You want a man with a high libido, but then you don't want a man with a high libido?
Yeah.
And a woman's going to tell you if you want a man with a high libido, just remember he has a high libido?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
Pretty much.
If you want an emotionally open man, accept emotional messiness and vulnerability. Go after it, guys.
What does that mean? Sorry. Who's emotionally messy? Her or him?
Well,
the man.
Probably him. Probably because he's being super emotional. So it's saying that women sit there and say, I want him to be more emotionally open and more in touch with
But
his
not too
emotional side.
emotional.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
But at the same time, when he's vulnerable, you have to accept that. You can't throw that back in his face and make him seem, oh, well, this nigga's being weak. No, you said you wanted an emotionally open man. So he's being emotionally open. Now you can't throw that back in his face.
So
and
she
make
has
him
to honor
deem
that.
him as weak. She needs to honor
respect
that.
That's not what it says.
That is what
pretty black
No,
and
it's
white
not.
to me. That's exactly what it says.
What's she saying then?
What does it
Kel
say?
said is not what she said.
No, what she actually said, Kel. Could you read it again?
If you want an emotionally open man, accept emotional messiness and vulnerability.
But then you explain it, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. But I keep saying it's a blanket statement. What does that mean? His emotional messiness and vulnerability? What?
Because again, we've talked on this show many times about this, about women that have said they wanted a man to be more in touch with his emotions and his feelings.
Right.
What ends up happening is a lot of men tuck that away because it gets thrown back in their face. You see what I'm saying? So what she's saying is, if you want this emotionally open man, you have to accept, his emotional messiness and vulnerability. So when he's vulnerable, you have to accept that and not put that in your back pocket and then later down the line use that against him, because that's a recurring trend.
Yes.
With men and women.
Yes.
We can all agree on that.
Yes.
It's very, very simple. Very simple.
Even though
that one's very black and white.
And so I see what you're getting at.
I know what I'm getting at, but go ahead.
For the sake of social media, and we all know social media is not always the place to go and get your information. So for the sake of that,
it's mass produced. And this sounds like the same information from the other article, from the other article, from the article. Tell me something I don't know. And if we still have to continue the same message, obviously it's not being said right. Like I said, everything she's saying is like, oh, it's so basic. And it seems like it should make sense, but
it's digestible. And you're talking about what?
Is it applicable?
It doesn't matter on social media.
Okay, then.
So
I'm just saying it's not applicable.
All this woman is trying to do is help women understand men better.
I'm saying it's not applicable.
Allegedly, she's trying to help.
You can
but
say,
when it comes down to
if you want a vulnerable man, you got to accept his vulnerability. Okay.
When it comes down to it, she's trying to get clicks, and she's trying to make sure she can fulfill the sponsorships.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for your general advice.
But
thank you for your general statement.
But we want you to help us. As we go into these things, I would think you might want to elaborate on what the real is or what that should be like.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
You
That's what I'm
asshole.
saying. I'm not an asshole. But you know what? Again, some people do. Some people do really hear stuff like that and apply it.
And then they have to
All
go
right,
to the next level.
one.
Then they got to talk to other people. They got to get deeper. They got to make it happen. Next one.
Next.
Yes. If you want to protect her, accept vigilance and intensity around safety.
Okay.
All right, and the last one. If you want a highly attractive man, accept attention from others and manage insecurity. She finishes it off with, these aren't red flags, they're reality. Mature dating isn't about lowering standards, it's about choosing trade-offs you can live with without, excuse me, it's about choosing trade-offs you can live with without resentment.
Okay.
That's how she finishes it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that was great general advice.
Shit.
Yeah, no, it's like, I see what you're saying. It's a start. But to dismiss it in general, like there's no space, because for some people you have to.
I just said.
Right. But I don't know.
I just said for some people, I think we're confusing social media with like real life.
I'm not.
And when some people see that and say, girl, thank you for your advice.
Right. Yeah.
Do you really think that
From the
made a
outside looking
significant difference? Is my point.
More steps
So
need to
it's
happen.
just general.
You don't know though, because some people are new into the dating realm. Some people are new at being married. Not everybody's been together for 18 years like y'all, right?
Right.
So
You're
not
right.
everybody's been through enough things to know already, right?
Right.
So you have to give people the benefit of the fucking doubt. Okay, like not
Like,
everybody
no.
fucking knows. Like
everybody doesn't know.
We just did a whole episode about people being sheep and living and falling for stupid shit and living in a fucking hamster wheel. Okay, so like, do you think those same people understand the full dynamics and dichotomy of a relationship and of men and women? No, clearly they don't. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, you got to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Gave them full understanding?
I'm not saying it did or it didn't. Okay, I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that it actually serves a purpose for some people out here, because clearly there's motherfuckers out here that fucking are following it and they like it.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
On top of that, people are struggling and people are looking for help from anywhere. So they may be like, oh yeah, this is great, I'm gonna follow this, and it's showing by how many followers, how many clicks this lady is getting.
I mean,
people are desperate.
There's all these articles.
In all situations.
There's all these articles coming out about research about loneliness now and how lonely people are and shit like that, and how like loneliness and like people not being in relationships and like loneliness has reached like an all-time high and all that shit, because people, like, I don't know if you saw the thing about all these like singles events and stuff like that men just aren't showing up to, and there's like hundreds of women like, there ain't no dudes at these singles events. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these men, they don't feel like they're understood, straight up. You know what I'm saying? And so like you have these lonely people out here that are trying to figure out, what am I doing wrong? And sometimes it's down to the simplest thing, like what we just talked about. Simple, basic shit like that just goes right over people's heads. You see what I'm saying? So like, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, there's a place for it.
There is.
Clearly.
Yeah, I believe, yeah, you're right. There is a place for it. But I believe any type of anything starts with yourself. I don't know.
At the end of the day, no question.
100%.
You won't have to like be bent out of shape when you understand yourself, your emotions, your stuff. Then you understand other people's. So,
but some people are afraid to do that, because when they have to do that, then they have to go inside and go into a place inside themselves that they don't want to go. They don't want to have to fucking face.
Yeah.
They don't want to face that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's everybody else's fault.
And that's the
I know, but everybody can't.
Maybe that's the first layer though. That should be the first layer. But this lady, that's harder to get people to get behind that though.
Right.
That's a different conversation. this is easy. This is just going to
Very
McDonald's and
simple.
get a cheeseburger, right?
That's it.
Right, and that's why
Yeah.
Just getting a Big Mac with fries.
Right.
That's why I am picking this apart, because it is a cheeseburger on social media.
I know, but you got to understand that that's where society is, though, and that's how
I
That's
know.
where some people are at,
things
man.
go.
Some people. That's where some
I
people
know.
are at.
And that's the problem.
You know.
For
Well, this was an
a lot
interesting
of it.
Conversation.
Very interesting.
We got absolutely nowhere, but it was entertaining, so it was fine. No, Jess, we appreciate your picking apart. It's you.
It's deeper than
But that's
we
just
need
like,
that.
what?
it's deeper
but
than rap.
No, I know, but
happening?
like, I no, you're right, Jess, but like,
Because remember,
hate to
Kel, like
say
I
it,
said, we just did something similar, and we just heard something similar. So they're peddling the same fucking shit over and over again. And it's kind
Yeah.
of like, come up with something different. Tell me something different.
well, we were talking about Gen Z not being smart, and this is about relationships. These are two totally different things. But
Right.
look, all I'm saying is that there's times where I wake up in the morning and I go about my day, and I'm like, damn, people aren't that dumb. And then it takes that one motherfucker I run into in the day, and I'm like, damn, I didn't think people were this stupid. And it never ceased to amaze me. You see what I'm saying? So like,
I feel
we
that.
can't sit here and be like, well, damn, everyone should know that. You'd
You're
be
right.
surprised.
People don't.
You're right.
Be
And I'm
surprised.
not
And it's not
even-
their fault, though,
But I'm
right?
not even judging the people that are consuming it.
Yeah.
I'm just
It is
wondering
no
what
judgment.
this woman is doing.
Right. Yeah.
That's
No.
it's not even about put your people. But
She's playing the
it's just-
system.
It's just interesting.
playing
And
like
just
I
finding
said,
her mark
we
and
just
finding
went
her
over
place.
this, and here she comes saying the same thing, and everybody's like, "Oh God, thank you for your advice." And I'm like, "Go find the same thing right at the next algorithm and get the same message, get the same
Right.
thing."
But you know what it is though? It's the way she delivers the message. And so
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to at the end of the day with everything. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because there's
My
plenty
mom
of
always says.
times, right? Because there's plenty of times what you've told your kid to do something over and over again. You need to, and they won't do it, right? But then let's say their brother or their sister go and tell them to do it, but the way they tell them to do it, so then they go and do it. You see what I'm saying? Like that's society. We live in a society where people like to be talked to, not talked at. It's all about how the message is delivered. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? And like Marcus said, she delivered the message in a way that makes it digestible for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't make it right or wrong.
Don't make it right or wrong.
And it's not even about that in most situations. So that's really where the lie is. And like, it's just about business in most cases. In some cases, you get people on social that's really trying to be real, maybe. But again, it's about the money. It's about doing your thing, because people, there's nobody doing nothing for free.
Well,
Right.
shit.
All right, guys. Good stuff. I'm about to go to bed with a fucking headache fucking with you two. I need some water. I'm all dehydrated. I'm like, God damn. I turned the AC. I think the AC's off. No. The AC's off. And so it's like hot as shit in my
I
office
turned our
right
AC
now.
on,
It's like
like-
80 outside right now. But okay.
We don't need
Anyway.
a fucking AC.
Good stuff,
yep.
guys. Always appreciate you both.
I'm just
guys
here to be myself. I'm just
No,
here
and-
to
and-
say.
and
I'm just here
Jessica-
to call what nobody else is gonna say. I'm here
Jessica,
to say
and
what is
Jessica,
unpopular.
Jessica, we wouldn't want you to be any other way. So you are all good, friend. Truly Unruly, y'all. Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Cal. Follow us on all things social at trulyunruly_podcast. Send us your questions about your relationships, things that you want to accept, you don't accept in your relationship, and we'll answer those questions for you. Just email us trulyunrulypodcast@gmail.com. Of course, catch the visual on the YouTubes, and we are on your favorite podcasting platform.
Yes.
Boom.
And if anybody needs to hear this, if you want a man who wants to be successful,
Fuck.
be prepared for his tunnel vision
Tunnel vision.
and his crying fits and his vulnerability.
If you want them to be emotional, yeah, and you want to.
Okay. So please take that
shit,
advice.
we put up with y'all. Yes, because men, we put up with y'all crying ass fits. All right.
Yeah.
Till next time, y'all. Peace and much love.
Oh, shit.